Dhabi, and today is 27th of July 2024. We shall have our session number 211, and today we will explain about the purification by Fire Kriya and Water Kriya. We have recently performed our group Fire Kriya and Water Kriya in Pondicherry. So today we'll discuss in detail about what exactly needs to be done, and those of you who have not attended there but in future maybe you will attend. So I will explain that how it is, what is the purpose, how it is done, and then after that what happens, how it affects our how it contributes rather to our spiritual journey, and there are a few common questions that I will address, that when to do, how to do, whether we can do it ourselves, and in how many times you have to do, etc., etc. That those I will come into the detail later on. The first, let us understand the purification of what. Why it is necessary to purify ourselves. So purification word, that means that we are somehow contaminated, that purification need to be done. So that answer to that, the truth is that answer is yes, we do need purification, particularly in the beginning of our journey. Till we reach to that stage of enlightenment, then we leave purity. But before that, in the different stages, we have to purify ourselves. It is a part of our sadhana. Sadhana means to achieve up to our spiritual goal. Initially, it is enlightenment, and thereafter, post-enlightenment towards the liberation. Why it is purification needed? I just give normally the example of that our physical body is temple of our soul. Means it is an instrument. It is a space in the physical dimension from where we connect to the subtler side, or divinity or the higher dimensions. So starting point is this. So that's why it is called the temple of the soul. So we need to maintain the purity and sanctity, the cleanliness of that, because if it is contaminated, if it is disturbed, then we'll not be able to connect. So in that case, the journey will be delayed, because any type of connection, suppose just for example, you wanted to listen to a FM radio station, but if there is too many noise around, your instrument is not proper, you will not be able to connect. You will not be able to hear properly what is the program, what is the thing, like that. Same here. If we live in an environment where is full of contamination, or our instrument is damaged, or our connection is that signal is not powerful, then we'll not be able to reach our intended, tune in to the intended frequency. So that in FM radio analogy, we'll not be able to connect properly, so that we'll not enjoy the music or whatever the program is played in that radio. So same here. So we need to maintain it. Like physical body is also an instrument like a radio and other instrument, where we need to maintain it properly, and so that it get the proper connection. So in this, why it is become contaminated? That is, contamination happened because of multiple reasons. When we take human birth, we already come into the limitedness. Then already we lose some kind of purity, because we no longer in the soul consciousness level, which is absolutely pure. So just being in the physical body itself is a limiting. On top of it, we have the different kind of instrument what is given for us to operate in the external world, which is a mind, body, intellect package. As a package, it is called ego. Ego is not a bad word. Ego is needed to operate us in the physical dimension. So we need the intelligence, we need mind, we need to plan, we need to learn different skills. We have to develop all those things. Mind are needed. So, but only issue is that mind, we are not running the mind. Mind is running us. So when ego leads our life, then it leads us at its whims and fancy, and then it becomes doesn't allow us to go further into the getting in touch with the soul consciousness level and higher. Then it becomes an internal noise. So what is the instrument meant for the external world, that becomes automatically disturbing our internal connection. And to stop that noise, we need to calm it down. That is the part of purification. Calm down our mind, calm down our ego, calm down the chattering in the mind, in the thousands of thoughts passing through our mind unnecessarily. Most of them no use. So also many other things, we develop a lot of conditionings from the childhood. We have childhood conditioning, parental conditioning, and social conditioning, cultural conditioning, religious conditioning, educational conditioning. Then when we little grow up, it's become political conditioning. Many things, social conditioning, many other conditioning comes. Conditioning means what we absorb from the external world, like in the name of learning and growing. And in that process, we picked up a lot of things which is not necessarily true, not fully aligned with the divinity, not fully aligned with the purity. So when we get that, so our ego is there, then we pick up a lot of things and from the external world. Of course, we think that is the best thing we could have possibly achieved. That is okay to learn, but assuming that that is the one, is the whatever we are doing is the right thing to do, that may not be true. So that becomes a block to reach to the purity. Like it's called a frog in the well. No, to the frog, the well itself is the universe. It is the world. It doesn't know there is anything outside that. So from the frog point of view, it is the world, but it is not the truth. Because of the conditioning, because it is born in that well, so that's why it considers that is all about the world. But that is not the truth. That is not true. So that's what we need to go beyond. We have to come out of it, come out of the limitation, come out of our belief system, come out of our conditioning and things like that. And those are the path towards the spirituality that ultimately takes us to the flight of that, so that we can, leave that limitedness and going towards the infinite possibilities or potential we have as a human being. Okay, so this kind of blocks, I have given few examples that from where this block comes. First, it written that egoistic attitude. Like if we are completely operated by our own ego has its own limitation. Basically, ego has its own agenda. So anything beyond its agenda, ego doesn't like it. So in that way, we are limiting ourselves. Ego always wanted to look down upon others and glorify itself, like superiority complex. That itself creates a burden. That is not the truth. So that is why it also become a block on us. If somebody is too much egoistic, that person cannot walk the spiritual path easily. It needs a lot of work to get that ego under control and annihilate the ego finally. Unless until the ego is completely under check or annihilated, it is not possible to go into the higher realm of spirituality. In fact, the process of the enlightenment itself, the condition is the ego has to die completely. Then only that kind of experience, that kind of holistic living possible. But ego is operating, or ego is dominating rather, then it is not possible. Yeah, only if ego becomes the servant of the soul consciousness, that is the right combination. As I mentioned earlier, ego cannot be deleted altogether, because we do need it to operate in the external world. So only thing is when it should know when to switch on the ego and when to switch off the ego. That switch should be in our hand, so that when it is not required, we can switch it off. That is the kind of thing it's leading us to that. Those switching of business comes for, it needs certain amount of power, and that is the purification is all about. We should know how to do it, so that that process, when it is done, then we take the control back in our hands, so that ego is under our control, so that egoistic attitude does not interfere into our journey or journey towards the truth and the purity. Then you mentioned about the self-sabotaging patterns. Sometimes unknowingly, we keep on repeating something or keep on believing something or doing something which is against our best interest. Suppose, as per example, that you have get some opportunity to participate. So recently we have conducted the spiritual workshop, or the event and all those things. Self-sabotaging pattern is you are not willing, you are not giving your effort to participate with a lot of practical issues you think that is more important to attend. Either you don't have time, or it is maybe you will see it in the next time, or it is what will happen. You convince yourself there is not much thing to happen, or it may be expensive, so it doesn't worth to spend that kind of amount of money, whatever be the thing. These are the things which restricts you to go into that, is called self-sabotaging pattern. So thing is, the opportunity will not come again and again. It is our misunderstanding that these kind of opportunities will keep on coming. Spiritual knowledge or guidance coming to you, it means, let me share my own experience. I have seen many masters. When it comes, it looks like too many things coming together. Then we have to select, we have to choose, and to go, not to go, and we have to do it, not to do it, or do part, or something rather. But this doesn't last long. I have seen that this phase comes only for few years, and then it disappears. Not for any reason. There is no negative reason for that. Because of some reason or other, that I've seen that particular master is not doing that kind of thing anymore. Because they are also evolving, they are also guided by the Guru Mandala. So maybe they don't need to conduct any further things, these practical things, any further. Or maybe they stop, sharing some satsang or sessions. Or maybe they are observing silence, for years. It happens in the beginning of that, in the spiritual journey. It can happen later, intermittent also it can happen. I just shared, if you read my spiritual journey, 2010 December to 2013 December, 3 years full, I was in a silence period. I did not even talk to anyone or do any kind of things. This kind of phases can come to any master at any time by the divine guidance. Maybe Babaji will guide, that's enough, now you do it something else. Okay, that mission is over, you do it something. So what I'm basically saying, it is not because of somebody's fault or something, but my advice is, when opportunity comes, take it. Don't judge too many things, practical parameters and this and that. Just make it happen. That opportunity will not stay for long. Don't take it for granted that these things will keep on happening and it will go for next year we'll see and things like that. It may not happen. You never know. Anyway, what I'm saying is, those are just thoughts that we'll see it later. Now it is not the right time for me. Now I have too many things. I'm busy with hundreds of things. I cannot accommodate anymore. So basically you are giving low priority, and in that is self-sabotaging pattern. You are not using the opportunity, or some judgment, something comes in between which restricts you to take the full advantage of that one. And regarding this, let me tell you, doesn't matter what is the topic of any event, any spiritual event, or what is actually being talked or at least being published. When you come in touch with any spiritual master, okay, whatever level you are in, we have a lot of chakras above our body as well. Yeah. So it is numbers are many masters say many things. So it should be minimum 256 chakras above our body, which connects to the divinity, all those things. Only 7 are within us. Heart is the center. Above us 3, lower 3. So here, there are many 200, hundreds of chakras are above that. So what happens is, when you attend any kind of spiritual event or come in contact with the in the field, energy field of any master, or you visit a place which is of the high vibrational energy or the Shakti Sthal, automatically your some higher chakras gets opened. Maybe from the same visit, maybe somebody will have they have just crossed 7, so maybe 8 and 9 opens, and somebody else, they are already maybe at 132, then 133 and 134 and 135 opens in that same trip or same, occasion is same, but it affects different people differently. That's why their experience become completely different. Some people just go and come back and just have some kind of good feeling and like a good trip type of thing. Somebody else, they get some experiences which is unimaginable. So you never know from where they got it. Now I'm just explaining you. They got it because those higher chakras opened, and the experience appropriate with that will come there. They will feel that. Same event is same on the physical level, but the repercussions, the higher level of things got connected, and basically you tune into that center, the FM radio center of that. So you listen to that program. Yeah, it happened to that same event. Anyway, so those are called the self-sabotaging patterns. So don't allow your mind to work too much. Make sure you, whatever opportunity you get, utilize it at maximum possible. It will not last long, I'm telling you. Yeah. I'm not marketing it. Yeah. This also another thing we need to be careful about. Our self-sabotaging pattern also looks at different kinds of events and different kind of the masters and what they are saying or doing or offering or something like that as a marketing. Understand that spirituality does not need marketing. Spirituality has the power to break through any kind of things happen by its own. It does not need anybody to campaign for it. Please come, have it. The masters, they do organize something because we are living in the practical world. So practical arrangements need to be made. Master, they do that only. Okay, that part only. But they need not to do any marketing or something like that. Master has already achieved whatever he wanted to achieve in this lifetime. Master doesn't need anything. But it is you who need it. It is you who have to take this opportunity and get whatever possible. Otherwise, this, as I said, that this this opportunity may stop, or the master may change his mind and say, okay, I will do secluded sadhana, like do on its own sadhana, not to come to the to the society or the people. Many master did that, and any master can choose to be that at any moment. You never know, because coming down to this, and the practical level takes a lot of unnecessarily, I should not say hustle, but little bit disturbance happens when you come to that level. Many people talk different thing, they treat different way and think different way and all. So basically, it little bit contaminates the environment. Again, that needs purity, cleaning, purification. These are also a block. The master, they know how to deal with it, but only thing is, when it happens with you, it becomes your block. So be careful about that self-sabotaging patterns, what I'm just mentioning here. So, and if any doubt, you ask the master will guide you and teach you how to get out of it. Yeah? Then next was ignorant actions. What is ignorant actions? Any action taken out of non-awareness. I've given this example many times, like putting your finger into an electric socket, you will get a shock. Even a 2 years child, he puts his hand into a socket, electric, plug point, it will get electric shock. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The child knows that what is electricity and it is harmful and all those things. It doesn't matter. It will every action will have equal reaction. So how to protect yourself from all these harmful things? Just simply awareness. If I touch it, I will get electric shock. So that is a knowledgeable choices or decisions, not the ignorant actions. Many actions we do out of ignorance. It is understandable, but that is not an excuse. Ignorantly, if you do some harm to anybody or anyone, or anything, say you harm some environment, you kill some animal, or do harm ignorantly, still you have to face the consequences of that. So it will disturb the energy balance, and you have to face the consequence of that. So raising the awareness is also important. Purification also does that. It cleans off your ignorance, and in fact, the guru, the word will say, is who dispels the darkness of ignorance. It is Guru's job to keep you aware of it. Bring the light of awareness into your life. But on the process, in the darkness, you may think something which is ignorant, and that will create a block within you. So this purification also needed to remove those blocks, which ignorantly, unknowingly developed by your actions. Also, this blocks also develops out of negative thinking. Thinking is also a big subject by itself. Our thoughts in awake state, any human being, about 60,000 thoughts pass through his or her mind daily. Now, I'm talking not who are spiritual already. I'm saying normal people who are assuming they're not, not in spiritual practices. What happens is how their mind works. Their mind works most of the time, grudging something happened in the past, mostly negative. Or they worry about the future, and that is also negative. If I die, what will happen? If I, lose all my money, if I lose my job, if I lose my relationships, and all those kind of things, mostly negative. It is hardly some people say, oh, I lived a wonderful life, and all whoever came in my life. I'm talking before that, not after. After spirituality, those things develops. But before that, you just check on your own, whatever you are thinking maybe 5 years back, you will understand what I'm saying. So you're thinking that, why that fellow said me, or that I'm treated unfairly, and all these negative things happen in your life. You keep on thinking. Or what will happen to me? You will not think that, I'm protected, I'm guided, I'm blissful, I'm thankful that I'm having a life, I'm enjoying my life, and future, it will be all taken care of. I'm under divine guidance. Most of the people don't think that way. They think, what will happen if I get a cancer, detected with a cancer, or if I die with COVID or something like that, if I lose my property, and if I don't win that court case, what will happen? All these kind of things. So anyway, negative thinking is a major reason for creating those blocks in your spiritual journey, path towards the purity. So those blocks need to be removed. It is not a criminal. Understand that. We are not judging you. We are sharing the truth that there is a need for purification. All this I'm explaining you that you're thinking, I did nothing wrong. I lived my life. I do my duty. But from where these blocks are coming? That's what I'm explaining. Blocks are coming through these things, what unknowingly you are doing it. It automatically develops. Like if some cleaning is not done say you purchased an apartment, a flat. Say you purchased a 2-bedroom flat, and you keep it under lock and key from months together, maybe years. After 4 or 5 years, if you visit, it will be full of dirt. Nobody used it. Nobody intentionally, put anything. You see cobwebs and this and that, something fallen off from the wall, and some some water is leaking from somewhere. It is full of mess. Okay, nobody did anything wrong, but just because proper purification, cleaning not done regularly, that's why it is going into that. Nobody intentionally did anything bad with that space, but it automatically develops something that's why it is needed time to time to clean that space. That is we call the maintaining. If you have that kind of flat, you maintain it. Let at least somebody goes once in a month and check everything and clean it and all those things, or put some kind of cleaning agent, or what is called disinfectant on the floor or something like that. So keep it, maintain it properly, so that when time comes to use it, you can use it properly. Next is your past karma. Okay, past karma, it is like a prarabdha karma. You don't know when it gives you a karma phal. You might have done something in the past, or you had been in the past lives, even the origin of the prarabdha karma. It is stored as a sanchita karma, even lifetimes. At particular time, it get downloaded and start giving its effect. And if the past karma comes, it will disturb your life heavily. Most of the people, what they actually suffer is because of their own karma. So this karma also becomes a block. The karma doesn't allow you to progress further. Suppose you are say looking for a job, you are applying many places but getting rejected. Those are directly linked to the karma. Or you are suffering from some illness, is not, you are not getting proper treatment, not happening. Those are all past karmas. So these are the things affect us. Or some relationship, no relationships is, like a harmonious relationship. You get a lot of enmity from people, and from unknown reason. There is no apparent logical reason that why people are behaving and treating you unfairly. These are all linked to your past karmas. These are the karma showing its effect. Yeah. So this becomes a major block in your life. So you need to do something about this karma, to at least to purify yourself, so that the karma doesn't affect you. Or if possible, if you're lucky, you get in touch with some masters, and then who can perform Karmashalan. That is also, it takes lifetimes of sadhana, some living master to meet with anyone. So if it is done, and all situation comes, event comes or something, take the opportunity to get that event done from the Karmashalan. It is also because time to time it gives, you needed to do that, because when the prarabdha karma comes in the layers and layers and layers, you don't know how many prarabdha karma you have. So it may take some effort to get into that and clean one by one to come to the stage where it is you are somehow able to move forward in your life's journey. Yeah, so those is also major reason for that. Low vibration. What happens is that it's everything of this spirituality and awareness and all this is all about the vibration. I was talking about negative thinking and all. What it does, it reduces our vibration, cellular vibration. That's the PEVF. It reduces the vibration. When our vibration is low, we attract a lot of negative experiences in our lives, and those become a block. Yeah, because you attract through your vibration. So, and you don't know from where it is coming. It is only thing you understand that you have to work on your vibration. You have to raise it. Any master will teach you that, how to do that. Or if you practice any spiritual practice, it will raise your vibration. But main reason is, if your vibration is low, then you will attract a lot of negativities, and that becomes your block in your life. Those need to be removed. Those need to be purified, because whatever you have said and done and experienced in the low vibration phase, that becomes your block, and that need to be removed from your path, so that you can get freedom from that kind of blocks and you can walk forward. Then selfish acts and words. This is actually it is very difficult for normal people to understand this. Yeah? Selfish acts and words become another important blocks in our lives. We all do some selfish acts and we do use selfish words, or maybe we, because of our educational conditioning, we have to compete with each other, so we have to win and things like that. And many of our thoughts, words, and actions are actually become selfish, like grab something from somebody else and fill yourself. And that's what we actually learn. In that, from, we call it life experiences, education systems, a lot of competitions and things like that. So it actually makes us selfish. We learn, we believe that if we don't get it from, if I don't snatch it, I will lose it. I will not get it. Whatever I want, whatever I deserve, I will not get it unless until I take it from whatever available, wherever available. In the process, we do a lot of selfish acts. These selfish acts, why we didn't notice that it is selfish, and people even go to that extent. So what's wrong with this? Yeah, I have a right to, to get myself whatever I want. Yeah, this thought itself is a bit selfish. Yeah, why I'm saying that? Okay, because in three-dimensional world, or in the practical world, selfishness is not illegal. It is allowed. You have to be selfish, and basically it is meant for that. Some business systems are developed as selfish thing. The company has to make profit and to beat the competitors, and there are many other things. Whether it is a business, on the practical world, and maybe in the social, you have to go high in the social ladder, and for that you don't care what others are doing, thinking, and by that somehow you have to be there. Same thing in your say profession, you need to get promoted and you have to get recognized, you need to get award and things like that. So all of us, we are doing that. But the thing is that selfish acts and words are okay into the practical world. But in the spiritual dimension, selfishness is the one major thing that you have to overcome. Because in spirituality, you have to tune in to the divinity, and divinity is unconditional love. Unless until unconditional love or heart chakra opens up, you cannot walk further on the spiritual path. And the word unconditional itself is just opposite to the selfish. Because below that, it's all transactional, selfish stuff. Selfish acts and words and behaviors doesn't go into the territory whether we can do something for others selflessly. But if we are able to do that, we are more closer to the divinity, because that's what in the higher dimension, that is the main thing that plays. Whoever lead a life of selfish life, in the higher dimension, their position is much, much lower vibrationally and the position wise. Who has overcome that, like selfishness, their growth was exponential. They have gone to a level that it comes to them freely. The more they do, their energy comes to that, resources come to them, abundance come to them freely. They are not looking for it and grabbing it. It flows through them. And that key is selfless acts and unconditional love. Unless until you go to that, you cannot touch upon that level, or you need to tune into that, so that is a infinite sources that you tune in with that. If you do selfish acts, you will be limited to that lower level only, and you will get something, of course, you will get it, but from your spiritual journey point of view, it will be a major, roadblock. And so we need to work on it, get out of it. Of course, the selfish acts coming out of the ego. So when we work on the ego annihilation takes place, then you automatically become selfless. And you understand the truth is somewhere. Getting something, grabbing something somewhere, somehow, by hook or crook, is not the best strategy. It can give some temporary win, but at the end of it, maybe in the process, we bind a lot of karma and a lot of things. We have to face the consequences of that one. Okay, those are the selfish acts and words. Harmful behavior. Harmful behavior means that sometimes we think that if I have a right to do something, and in that process, if somebody gets harmed, I don't care. Like, I'm just giving a small example. Suppose you are just came out of your door, going out, and you see small ant is passing. Small ant is crossing. You are in a hurry. You just step on the ant and go. So why it came in front of me? Or even you didn't even bother to look at what it is. You see something coming, you don't care. This is a harmful behavior because you stepped and killed that ant. When you grow into the compassion, you will not do that. Even, ants and this kind of things are everywhere. Whenever I see that ant, I just quickly dodge it and overstep something, make a long step so that I don't have to put my feet on that one. It is a small example. It is everywhere. Wherever you get something, like unnecessarily, plucking flowers or removing things from the trees and all, this is a harmful behavior. So maybe it's normal in society. You will not get punished for it, but it is coming from your within. If your behavior is like that, suppose you like to, give a common example, some boarding as a train or something, it's a crowded bus. And we all did in our earlier stages of our lives, so when we were a student or something, you just give elbow people out and make your way in. It's fine. But this behavior, it's like at the cost of somebody else, you are making your way. These are the harmful behavior you have to be careful about, because this harmful behavior ultimately create blocks. Ultimately create blocks within your journey, so that need to be removed. So anyway, I explained in full detail from where these blocks come. A lot of us, we don't see that why the block. That's why I explain in detail unknowingly. Maybe you are doing something which creates the blocks, and that need to be removed. And removal of blocks, this kind of blocks in your life, it needs very high level of spiritual process or the power of purification. It normally doesn't go. And all the masters, they know how to help you to remove those kind of blocks. And in our path, we already learned the Kriya Yoga it came from Mahavatar Babaji. So the Fire Kriya and Water Kriya, these two are given basically to remove these kind of blocks. So I will go now into little detail of how it is done. And purpose is to remove all whatever I said so far. Okay, those need to be removed from our life so that we get clean, and we can, in a clean way forward, we can walk our path. Fire Kriya is done to whatever these blocks we accumulated in this lifetime, in the previous to coming to this process. All the blocks, it may be known, unknown, it doesn't matter. As it is accumulated over the period of time, so what we need to do, we need to unwind it. We have to go anti-clockwise to release them. Just for the sake of analogy, you assume that you have, small, the wool, our, earlier mother and others, they used to do some kind of sweater, they're weaving something. So there's a wool, the ball of wool, right? So what will happen is, if you, over the period of time, that wool, the string, and it will be rotated around you. So that will create a block. You cannot get out of it. So in the process, in the presence of fire element purifies. Okay. In presence of sacred fire, and that it also needs some master to energize and connect. And in this case, we go to higher level. If there is any master present, then it go to the many level higher. Means purification happens not only your physical stuff, mental stuff, emotional stuff, even the higher, up to the karmic level. It goes and it cleans them in all your higher bodies. If you do it on your own, then also it works, but it works slow and it takes a lot of time to come to the same effect. But ultimately, what you need to do, you have to roam around the fire, circling around the fire anti-clockwise. So that you are moving anti-clockwise, and also in your axis, you have to rotate anti-clockwise on your axis. So as just I mentioned, why anti-clockwise? Because whatever you accumulated over the period of time, that reversing the time is anti-clockwise. That signifies your movement anti-clockwise signifies that, and slowly that it unwinds. Just think of the case of wool. Slowly the wool will come out, and then they will get burned with the fire. So whatever the blocks you have picked it up, rolled in, this is the time to unroll it and release it. Okay. And the fire takes care of it. In the presence of fire, it goes. If any master is conducting that master will invoke the higher level of energy. So it will not be only the physical fire, it will be a lot of higher level of purification energy will be invoked, and you will get a multiple level of cleansing at one shot. Okay, that is what it is. This, if the master presence, so that is the purpose of the Fire Kriya. But if the master is present, then master can do many other things at the same time. What are the other things? If some negative energy has been put it into you by somebody, you didn't accumulate it. Those are not the blocks. Blocks will go with the physical movement and things like that. But did some negative things have been done by somebody else? Negative entities are attached with you. Somebody done black magic to you, or many things. They may do many things. If the master present, they can. What the master will do is, in addition to your blocks, they will remove the black magic, remove these things, and that will go in the presence of fire and invoking that energy. The master has a capacity to do that, because master, only why the master is needed, because master can channel huge amount of energy at the same time, because master system is clean. Like, of course, the full mental control, mind is silent, emotional is silent, and then onwards that energy body is, the aura is huge, and then spiritual body is fully connected, no karma, all it is called antakaran suddhi. Because of that, master can flow huge amount of energy, and then in the master's energy field and the fire, that can kick out all this kind of negative entities or positions or this kind of thing, black magic stuff and many things, it goes there. The technology used by the master here is called mirror technology. Master doesn't actually burn them. Okay, what it does, it creates like such a huge momentum energetically that it goes back to where it came from. That's why it's called mirror technology. Like you might have seen that, suppose it is suppose a cloth, it is wet. You put it into water, it is a wet cloth. So if you just rotate it in the speed, then it will get dried up. No? The water molecule, they leave that cloth. And that is same principle. It is also happened into washing machine. The last phase where it is make the huge, for 400 ppm or RPM or 800 RPM rotation, that is basically to make it dry. Same thing applies here. So wherever the water accumulated, that goes back to them. So whoever has done any black magic or anything, it goes back to those people. So no need to analyze them. And it can, if there is a collectively done, like a lot of people are doing it together, the power is huge. Because everybody is, contributing to that, and that becomes a group energy. And those things we have already done it, Pondicherry. Whoever you have attended Pondicherry camp, you know that. But what happened there, we did it in Varanasi also, earlier, other places also, in future also, hopefully we'll do it. I don't know what will happen in future. But Hopefully, we wish to do similar things. And when you get opportunity, make sure you attend that, and so that you get liberated from all this kind of things. Many people have been giving me that their life has been affected by the black magic and etc. And that is why I felt it is important then to attend that, to this kind of events, so that it can get rid of it at one go in a very short period of time, 2 3 days time. You get everything all together. It's a complete purification of that, whatever the past thing has been accumulated and all. And when you do that, you suddenly opens up to the huge possibility. Your life changes, transformation happens. And in this also, if it is many things have been done together in a very sacred place like here we did, it becomes it like feels like a rebirth, because all your old thing has been taken care of, removed from your system, and you go like basically the rebirth. Okay, so now how much time is there? Okay, we have still 5 minutes more into this session. Just let me just save that attendees, and then I'll continue. Okay, all right. So now that is a Fire Kriya. See, what happens is, whenever you do Fire Kriya, when we'll practice Kriya, means you need to raise your vibration, your own vibration, by doing Kriya and get connected. The purpose of the Kriya is to connect ourselves, keep our chakra activated. So you are connected. At the same time, a master is conducting this process in presence of fire. Yeah. So normally what happens is, if you do Fire Kriya, it has to be compensated by Water Kriya. Both should go hand in hand. Like, if do only Fire Kriya, then there is some process is needed for at least do some kind of Water Kriya to do the process. And but it should go, I'm just informing you, don't do only thing alone. Like only Fire Kriya is not good enough. If you are doing it separately on your own, then just ask me. I will tell you and guide you. But it has to be done within 24 hours period. Both things should come together. Only alone is not good, because once you do Fire Kriya, the fire element goes very high in your body, and that can affect your physical health of your body if it is not compensated properly. Same with the Water Kriya. Water Kriya means you have to, Water Kriya, now I'm explaining the Water Kriya. What happens is, Water Kriya normally done, you have to get into the water, and lower 3 chakras of your body should be underwater. That's a normal process. If you do it yourself, that will be the process. But some master comes and the Babaji comes, then these things can be changed. This is not final and all those things. Sometimes we have been told, even if it is ankle deep water is good enough. No need for 3 more chakras. Sometimes it is even going inside the water not required. You just stand next to the water, and then the master will bring the water and apply the water on your 3 chakras. Those are all possible. But I'm not talking about those specific cases. I'm talking in general. What is done is, you have to get into the water. Lower 3 chakras should be below water level. During that, you have to do Kriya, practice the Kriya, whatever you learn. So in normally it is, if you are doing it on your own, you have to do it 5, all 5 mudras, you have to do it, and sometimes even more, but here, if there is a master is present, then leave it to the master to decide how many rounds and what are the mudras need to be done there. So master will get connected and master will guide you, just follow the guidance. But basically what is there is that you need to do the Kriya so that you can connect first. Your chakras should be activated, you are connected. In that condition, then the master will invoke that energy, and that energy is of course, it will come from Babaji only. So in that, so you will be guided, and you will be bring it to such a state that the karmas, what is all the Sanchita karmas, even prarabdha karma for sure, even a huge amount of sanchita karma that will leave your body and through the lower three chakras, because our karmas are normally affecting the lower three chakras. The first one, the survival. Next one is like a pleasure and pleasure, desire, and this kind of things. And third chakra, Manipura, is ambition, wealth, and power, and things like that. So all our karmas are normally into these three areas. So all those needs to be released. So when you go to the high energy state and those are released, so only issue is that when it is released, the environment where you are in, that will be contaminated, and they should have a capacity to absorb that amount of karma. So best is if you do it in sea water, because sea is almost infinite, and it is a salt water. Salt water is better. So if you do the kriya, lower three chakras below the water level, and then you practice kriya, then the karma will get released and it will go into that the sea water. Sea water can absorb anything. If sea water is not possible, then use it to flowing water, river. Next best option is a river. Bigger the river is better. Yeah. And then if that is also not possible, then go to some water body like a lake. Yeah. We also did, Karmashalan in many places in the lake, like a Pushkar lake and things like that in the past. So that is also good. It should be a big enough body to do that. And then further, if it is still is not possible, then finally it has to be, it can be done into the, like a swimming pool, like limited water, but it is still possible. And only thing is you have to make sure that while doing it, the others are not using. All right. I think most of us, you have already joined, so we'll continue. It was just dropped in the midway. So what I was explaining about the Water Kriya. So, say in the Water Kriya, so what I just explained, it is the best is you have to, if you can do it in the sea water, if not, next option will be the flowing water, river water, and then the next will be a lake, big lake. If not, then a swimming pool. If nothing is there, then the last option will be your bathtub. It can be done in the, put some salt into the bathtub water and it can be done. But it is not recommended, and it is once the this kriya is done, the water need to be released, because if somebody else get in touch with this water, and you will bind more karma, because they will get into this kind of karma. So we have to be careful. In swimming pool also not recommended if it is not done in presence of a master. Okay, the master can purify that, even the swimming pool water after Karmashalan. If not, then if you do it in the swimming pool, you ask that whoever is the the maintenance and the management of the swimming pool to release the water after this, and again so that nobody else can get in touch with that. If you don't have that, neither you have presence of a master, neither you have any control over the management of the swimming pool, don't use it for the Karmashalan Kriya for you. Yeah, for Water Kriya basically. So when you do Water Kriya, Karmashalan happens. So because as I explained, lower 3 chakras to be done, you can do independently. But if you have done in presence of a master, then, as I said, if it is in the Fire Kriya done, then master can clean also the black magic and other things. Here, if you do it alone, you can do your Karmashalan, means deleting the karma. But if it is done in presence of a master, master will do something much, much higher than that. What is the higher than that? It is, what will happen is the amount of karma, like, means if you do it alone, it will be only the prarabdha karma you will get rid of, what is already downloaded. If the master is conducting that, so not only prarabdha karma, sanchita karma also kitty can go with this. And master can create, a field. Master will not create. Actually, master will pray for it and invoke for it. It is the Babaji who creates the field, and that field is called Tathastu field. Means Tathastu means whatever during the process of Karmashalan, whatever is blocking you further onto your spiritual journey up to the enlightenment, all will be taken care of. All will be removed. Whether you know it or not, it doesn't matter. So this is the kind of process possible if there is a master presence and guiding it. Also, there may be some instruction may come in between, like not only you, if it is very powerful, it can go up to the level of clearing the karma of your forefathers even. Anybody having pitrudosh or some ancestral thing, like what is the more powerful thing than pitrudosh? Like a curse. In some family are cursed. Some they are traveling, some travel is happening, maybe generation after generation. Maybe some kind of sickness is all happened, and the grandfather happened, and the father and son, everybody is facing the similar kind of disease. Or maybe some kind of situation, like say financial trouble. So grandfather faced, father faced, and then son also facing the similar thing. So also in the sometime like many other things, like some of the karmic thing, maybe not getting married, say this kind of thing, or there is no issue, no child, the marriage happened but no child, etc. Those kinds of the very high level of the Karmashalan or this energy needed to clean that one. And this is possible if some master is holding that and go to the level of that energy is called Tathastu field has been created, and in that whatever your manaskamana, whatever you wish for, that will be granted, on that field. So whatever is issue in your life, those are all can be removed by the divine grace. And in our, it is a Babaji only who can take care of, lifted from that. So master will only create that environment and pray to that, so that all of you come into that one. So after that, you will see that a lot of things get, sometimes it happen miraculously changed in your life. Sometimes what happens, let me give you the understanding. Suppose like some disease or something, energetically it is removed, but to get implemented into the practical life, it may take some time, because our physical body is a gross energy, like it is a denser form of energy. So affecting a physical body takes some time, but it will happen for sure. Okay. Also, another thing, once those processes are done, or all those kind of things, you need to, many people, they say that, okay, I got relieved, but it coming back. It is also there. Let me say it now, that why sometimes you feel that, not feel, you experience that something is coming back. It was relieved, but it is coming back. This coming back business can happen because of two reasons. Just understand that. Let me explain you. I'm not scaring you. I'm just sharing you the truth so that you are aware. Most of the things we are doing unaware actions, ignorant actions, so that you cannot, at least you are, if knowingly, if you can, deal with it, it will be better. Two things are, so one is, if you didn't change your thought pattern. Suppose somebody has developed say cancer because of some negative thought pattern again and again and again. During Karmashalan, that this cancer thing has been removed. It happened. Many cases happened like that. That kind of energy removed. But what happened? That person that didn't, come out of that old mindset and mind pattern which caused originally that kind of disease. If you don't change yourself, if you don't go to the spirituality and holistic thing, then it will come back. It will enter and it will contaminate you and things like that. It is, so that is one of the things you have to change that. Second thing is that if you somehow that disrespect that or don't believe the master, if you don't have that connection, loving connection, you said some bad thing about that person or something, somehow disrespect is there, then also it goes. That divine grace has been taken off. Like, it means your worthiness has been gone. That's why it is, whenever any of such thing, divine thing happens, we say, we accept it gracefully. Be in the attitude of gratitude. If gratitude invites grace. Okay, I say it again. Gratitude invites grace. To hold it, you need to be grateful to the divine. All those things. If because of any reason you are not grateful, or you think so not a big deal, or why should I be grateful about these things and things like that. So if that happens, it may reverse. All these things can go. It means whatever the benefit you got, it may got that. So just be grateful. My advice is be grateful to Babaji. So just pray to him and thank him for all these things, whatever has been given, this opportunity. Babaji has sent you a master in your life, right? And all the methods came from Babaji only. Kriya, Karmashalan, everything. Tathastu field is by Babaji only. So only be grateful so that you are keep connected and you are going, further. These are not came there for any arbitrary reason. You must have done some good karma on sadhana in your past lives. That's why in this life you got this opportunity. So don't let it go just because of you don't think it is important and things like that. And just make sure your ego doesn't come here, and then you can get most of the benefit of that. And be thankful to Babaji to keep on getting this, no matter what coming in front of you. Yeah, our life's journey. Just let me tell you, some people misunderstand, think that if some Karmashalan happened overnight, everything will be fine, everything will fall into the place. No, you will still follow your life path planned by your own soul, because you need to learn something experientially. That will still come. It will still come in front of you. But whatever your baggage, whatever in the past, the blocks, those will be removed. It is not misunderstanding. If you think from the next day everything will be fine, I will get a lot of money, and my I will do some what is called, a lot of business offers will come, all my problem will be sorted out, may not be, because that is your soul's plan you have done in the beginning of your, when the life started, and those plans you bring forward into this life, and this is being played out. That will not change. But only thing is the blocks, the suffering will go, the unnecessary hassles will go. It will come to you. You are empowered. You can address that. You learn the lesson, move forward. It will be, fast track kind of thing. If you walk your path with the attitude of gratitude, and trusting the divine process. And of course, you have to have Shraddha and Saburi. So gratefulness as well as the patience. Yeah. Anything impatience, like basically impatience comes from your ego. Because and the soul level, there is no time. So time doesn't matter. So you just be. It will come on its own and it will go on its own time. But if you rush it, then unnecessarily you will feel that you deserve something, but you didn't get it. Again, the poor me mentality will come and it will drag you down. What will drag you down? Your vibration. Once your vibration is down, you will attract again those negative incidences, again situations, negative people in your life. So anyway, so just keep things high of those things. So, and you rest of the things will be already taken care of. And if those things are already happened to you, then it will be definitely, you are already connected with Babaji. Babaji will take care of rest of the things. That is I'm sharing my understanding, my experience. But I know that it will be taken care of. But you have to be patient with all the processes. And I get very common questions like how many times I have to do Karmashalan. I have done in XYZ places, but how many times? Honestly, we don't know. Okay, how much karma, sanchita karma you have, and sometimes it is unless until you remove one particular part, the next part is not accessible. In that sense, you may have to do the multiple times. You will be given the opportunity. It will be not necessarily that everything will go into one shot. It is possible, but it depends upon how many, sanchita karma you have. But the thing is, for understanding purposes, you take it this way. It is like a package. Multiple things will come at the right time, at the right place. So you have to say yes to it and get into it. One point of time, what will happen is, you will not see that kind of scenario is coming, or, that will automatically stop. That means your thing is over. No further thing is necessary. Then this Karmashalan process is complete. Then you get enlightened. Definitely, this is all taken care of. Yeah. So, but before that, whatever it comes, you never know how many times you have to come. So I don't know the answer, but definitely it is not the only one. It is possible. Only one, but just for you prepare yourself, there will be like a series that you have to put the whole series, then to complete the whole package, so that it is go permanently everything. So that is the thing. So you are ready for that enlightenment. So this opportunity also will come to you any number of times you require. So for that. So, and later on, once you get enlightened, that automatically the need, the requirement and things will go. That is one way. Another way to know when to stop is when you will be connected, your own internal communication. You will be guided by Babaji. Yeah. So you don't need to, then you will be told that you don't need any further cleaning or any further these things. You will be guided. So trust that it will happen. So how many numbers individually, honestly, I don't know. So, but whenever, only thing, my advice is, if the opportunity comes, say yes, try to make it happen. Maybe you need it. Yeah. So once it is over, either your enlightenment or some higher dimensional messages, Babaji's guidance will come. It will take care. You don't need any further things. All are taken care of. You don't need anything. So that message will come, and that will be the confirmation that whatever was there before is all taken care of. It is all done. It's finished. Yeah. So till you get to that level, you just whatever you just attend. Nothing wrong in doing kriya into water or in the fire. It is like some. You come to a stage where actually you will enjoy that ceremony. Yeah. Once I'm talking about 10 years back. I was actually looking, in the net, where are the different resorts, different places, where are there some access to the sea, and where are there good, water bodies are there nearby. We can stay there and go and just do the kriya in the water, just for enjoyment, like just become a joyful experience, not because of that still some karma left and nothing like that. So one time will come where you actually enjoy it, and that is the thing. You will know that all your needs are already met, all you've taken. You are free, your freedom, you are liberated, and out of that and all those things. And the last point is about that after Karmashalan, what is there? I just told you just now that till your enlightenment, that happens, that whatever opportunity comes, you take. After enlightenment, it leads you towards the post-enlightenment, but towards the liberation. What it happens is, whatever you have done for yourself so far, after enlightenment, you will be guided to do it for others. You will be guiding others. That will helpful for your liberation. So you need not to come back. Anyway, you are post-enlightenment, you need not to come back, take birth again. But the life after enlightenment, that part of the life, you become a divine agent. So the Babaji will operate through you, and you will be given the guidance that to whom it has to be done, where to be done, how to be done. For others, you just be the medium or the agent of that. So post-enlightenment, towards your liberation, you will do this service for the humanity. Yeah. This needs a very high level of the blessings, Babaji's blessings. Not Babaji guiding thousands of masters, but not everybody has given the authority to do Karmashalan. For others, I mean, higher level of Karmashalan. Yeah, on your own you can do. If you do Water Kriya, it will be Karmashalan. Even when you meditate, it will be Karmashalan. Kriya itself is a keep your channel of Shushumna Nadi clean. That is also not allowing any Prarabdha Karma to give effect. So many Karmashalans many are there. But the big type of the group kind of thing, big Karmashalan, or this kind of cleaning this black magics and all those kind of things, those are not given to many by Babaji. So we are extremely blessed to have this kind of thing by Babaji, so that that is coming to you, and that is basically the post-enlightenment journey, and that happens. So we don't know the numbers, whatever Babaji guides. So I will offer my, whatever possible time, effort, whatever it needs to make sure it is happening. So total number of people, etc., doesn't matter. The need matters. Even if it happened, even one person needs it. I traveled, paying my own, pocket money, and maybe I've flown there. I took a flight there and did that. And that particular place, because that person cannot come and maybe too sick or something of that nature. But Babaji has asked me to go and do it. I have gone there and do it. And that is not only Karmashalan, even teaching Kriya. Yeah? So many things, many people that I taught Kriya, just going there and teaching the technique. Yeah? So that's what, these are all the divine mission, that what happens is you become an agent of the Babaji, and then you operate in this world accordingly. So that is the post-enlightenment journey and towards your liberation. So once you have whatever comes, you have done it with full honesty and all those things, then you get huge blessings of the Babaji to ultimately it leads you towards your moksha. Okay, so with this I'll conclude this learning session. So if there is any question, you are welcome to ask me. Okay, Dhiman.
Guruji, just I want to understand the fire kriya. I could not get fire kriya properly.
Sorry, can you say it again?
Can you again explain the fire kriya?
Fire Kriya.
Yeah. I could not understand the fire.
Okay, so what I suggest is you listen to this. This video will be posted, no link. You listen to that again. Okay. If you still have any doubt, you send me message. I will explain it to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, because it is too descriptive a question, so I cannot just right away answer. I already explained, about half an hour that how it is done. But once you participate once, then you will know it. Once you participate in any of the event, then you will know it, how it is to be done. But otherwise, just explanation, you try to understand what is it is basically moving around a fire. We put some fire in between, like a oven. In the Havan Kund, there is a fire, and we move around it, and with chanting some Om Mangalam, there are some chanting, some guidance has been given, and that is how it is done.
Okay, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
Okay, God bless you. Any other question? All right. So if there is no other question, so we will go into
Nirupam here.
Yes, Nirupam.
Regarding the Babaji's message in the Pondicherry, so that seems to be that this was very special. This Karmashalan. Can you touch upon this exactly how special it is?
No, actually, the Babaji has given this because it is a birthplace of Babaji, and it was the message is about that Babaji is guiding and assuring that this is your rebirth has happened, like a new life altogether in starting. So all your old karma has been taken care of, like in the Karmashalan happened. So and then in the Fire Kriya, all these blocks are removed, and all this patterns and what not, any black magic stuff. All those are removed. And after, when you came and visit your Babaji's birthplace, and that is after that process that Babaji gave that message after we did the puja there. So that is it is your rebirth, and Babaji is assuring you that till the level of enlightenment and beyond, of course, just now I explained up to the moksha. So Babaji is our moksha guru. So Babaji only can guide rest of the things, post-enlightenment part of it. So this is the message of that, and which came. Honestly, I don't remember the message because I didn't take it in my memory. So, but in the message, if there is any particular thing you like me to explain, you let me know what is the particular point. Otherwise, the purpose of that message is Babaji is assuring you that it is your rebirth, and Babaji will take care of you for the rest of the things, and it has been successful. We came there for the mission of whatever the process, rebirth process. The Babaji give the theme of the camp, that Sagar mein samadhi, parangapi mein punarjanam. Yeah, so that is the thing. So Babaji is confirmed that it is process is done. Everybody get it. All final thing, and then Babaji's blessings will be there for you for the rest of your journey. So that was the message in general of Babaji, what Babaji gave in Parangapittai.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, God bless you. Okay, Vani.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
I had one question regarding, you said that the Fire Kriya has to be followed with the Water Kriya.
Yeah, within 24 hours. Yeah.
Within 20. If we cannot do the Fire Kriya, can we do only Water Kriya? Is that also okay? Or?
No, that's what I mentioned. If you cannot do any one of the kriyas, then you talk to me. I will guide you how to do it. There's alternate method. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like you are saying that you can do Water Kriya but cannot do Fire Kriya. Yeah.
This is something that I'm planning for your arrival. So I just wanted to.
Okay.
We can talk later also.
No, fine. But I'll just mention it. But detail we'll talk later. So what you do, instead of Fire Kriya, you sit in front of a lamp.
Okay.
In front, just a lamp, lit a lamp or a candle, and you do practice Kriya in front of that. That is your Fire Kriya.
Okay.
You need not to do Havan. You do just little bit of fire, and you do that. Same thing with the water. If somebody can actually perform Fire Kriya, but Water Kriya could not be done, then there is some process can be done during taking normal shower. You take bath in the bathroom. Some process can be done during taking shower, so that that takes care of the Water Kriya part of it.
Okay, Guruji.
Okay, there is some mini version is possible, but basically what I'm saying, don't just drop it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is not recommended. Yeah, you don't, because the energy disbalance will happen. One element, fire and water element need to be balanced in our body.
Okay.
So doing one and leaving other will not good idea. So there are method, as I said, like in front of a lamp or something. So that can be done whether you don't need to do full-fledged Fire Kriya. Okay, we can do Water Kriya.
Okay, Guruji. Thank you.
God bless. Sushmita.
Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam.
Actually, this is not a question. I just want to share something. Actually, it occurred to me after you left Mumbai. You are talking of the self-sabotaging. Actually, from last year, this Kriya, performance of this Kriya is, it occurred to me many times. Like one of my friend was into pranic healing, and she introduced me to that. Then I did the 20 minutes meditation of Master Chokuksi, but still there were other things also, and I thought I couldn't get any time, so I didn't do. I left. Then came the Art of Living, and there I did the Sudarshan Kriya. There also, it was a 1 hour meditation and Kriya process. So then also I just told I wouldn't get so much time. So I couldn't follow it. So I left.
Okay.
And then after that you came. And there were many doubts in me for following another Kriya thing. So, but you assured me that my Guru has given you the permission. With his permission you came. So now I am doing this Nirmal Kriya. And as you said now, I feel that this is true. That there is means our soul's plan, and the Guru Mandala sent these things to us. And I think I'm lucky. I just accepted it.
Okay,
That's it.
Okay, very good. Okay, it's all blessings coming to you. Only thing you have to say yes and go ahead. Okay, you don't block it. If it is coming to you, opportunity coming, it will not come again and again.
Yes.
So if it is coming to you, you have to say yes and move forward, and then you see where it takes you. Okay, all our paths are unique, so we have to walk our unique path. So only thing is, you will feel that there is some truth in it, and you will feel like following it, rather than other way around, that your compulsion is there, you have to follow, otherwise some bad thing will happen to you. If that is the mode, it is not worth it. Yeah. So if it is feel like doing it, enjoying doing it, just follow it. It will take you there wherever you go.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
God bless you. Sharmishta.
Rajiv, if I do Havan at home and then go to the gym, there's a jacuzzi in gym where a lot of other people are there. So you were saying that in the swimming pool it doesn't work, right? Where too many other people are present. So.
Karmashalan should not be done. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But I can just go and stand in the hot water in the jacuzzi, do some meditation, and that is all fine, right?
No, in your home, if you have a jacuzzi and all those things.
Oh, no, I don't have a home in jacuzzi. But if I do at home and then go to the gym, swimming pool and do that because it's hot water, it cleanses, right? So is that...
No, hot water doesn't cleanse. Your vibration is, when you need to do Kriya, that will clean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is not the water thing, but if you do it, if you have bathtub, not a jacuzzi, just simple bathtub, you fill it with water and put some salt in it.
Right.
Yeah, and then you sit there. Lower 3 chakra should be there and do Kriya, sitting in the bathtub.
Okay.
And then you release the water, because if you do it in the public place, no, you don't have an opportunity to release the water, and that is not good.
Correct. Okay.
That is not good. So you have to, if you do it to home, at least you do it in the bathtub. Doesn't matter jacuzzi or hot water, doesn't matter. But you have to put some salt in it.
Okay. Any salt or the Himalayan pink salt and all those things?
Sea salt is better.
Salt. Okay.
3-4 tablespoons salt.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you have to sit there and do your Kriya. Normal Kriya, you have to only see the lower 3 chakras are below water level. That's all.
Okay.
But after that, you release the water. That is must. You should not reuse the water.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay.
All right. Okay. God bless you. Yes, Ranita.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam, Ranita.
So my question is regarding the message. So during the message, you said something along the lines of that there was our process which took place in Pondicherry. It was not supposed to be in the soul's plan, and that certain alterations have been made because otherwise certain further damage could have happened had the process not been done there. So
the soul's plan, you mean the Karmashalan as per soul's plan?
Not the Karmashalan. The fact that we're going to Babaji's temple and sort of getting this message, this particular message of Babaji lifting everything, all the past karma and all the issues in our lives. That perhaps, according to my understanding from the message, I may be wrong, that certain something along the lines, because I sort of caught on to it, that's why I'm asking you, that it was not part of the soul's plan and that certain alterations have been made.
See, soul's plan, let me explain you all the dynamics. Parallelly, two things run in our life. One is soul's plan, like what souls wants us to experience. And parallelly, it runs out the karmic thing, karmic account. Karma phal is in parallel. Whatever soul's plans are, those will be there anyway. Those will not be disturbed. If soul has certain thing about it, suppose your, the total life and what are the things you are going to experience, etc., those will be there. But all your karmic thing will be lifted off, which was you are suffering you cannot follow the soul's plan properly because of the blocks, because of this, the karma effects and things like that. So those will be lifted. Soul's plan will not be disturbed. You will still need it. In fact, in many cases, we make sure the soul's plan is not disturbed. But what will happen is, suppose soul has some plan, and that plan not necessarily all the time it is beautiful plan. Sometimes it is to strengthen itself by going through certain processes, and the processes are not very soothing processes. Yeah. Many time we get something request that please ask Babaji to lift me out of this. Yeah. So if we see, I'm just giving you that what logic we follow, the masters follow. If the masters see that it is because of some karmic burden, then they go and remove it. Through these processes. And they will ask you to come for Karmashalan or the Kriya or whatever the methods are. they will ask you to participate so that your karmic burden is removed. But if it is in your soul's plan, it will not be removed intentionally, because if it is removed, no, then you have to again come another birth to face that. Which indirectly means that if it is lifted off, you need another plan. In this life, your enlightenment is not possible. Because you have some karmic agenda still left. You got my point? But once you run this life and you finish your soul's plan, only it can be done, it can accelerate it. You can change the pace. We call it timeline. You can have, once you come to the spirituality, whatever your soul's plans are, you can go to the higher, faster timeline so that you can finish off everything quickly. You will given all the power, all the support and all those things during that process, but not be lifted. Because that has to be completed by as per your soul's plan. But which was karmic account, that can be dealt with it, because those are create blocks and you are suffering out of that. Those will be taken, but not your original soul's plan. That's how it works.
Okay. And I had another clarification, Guruji.
Yes.
This is regarding, since I've attended two camps, which is BCP and GPCP. So during BCP, regarding Babaji's message that we received there during meditation, you had told us that we don't need to go to the cave now, and that Babaji will directly send us messages. Yeah. And then during GPCP, in the message that we got during meditation at Babaji's temple, therein you said that henceforth now, with regard to guidance, it will come through you. So I mean, I understand there is a difference between guidance and message, but so how do we sort of work around it? So will I still be getting messages directly in various ways? And
yes. See, guidance needed in many levels. Okay. What you got is maybe even if the communication opens, there are many in our group, their communication open, they can communicate and to Babaji, and you have seen some posts also, right? So it does not mean that they don't need guidance anymore. That is different. Even post-enlightenment also need guidance. So what Babaji is telling, that whenever, as and when you need guidance at the different levels, that will come through RPA. That's what he told you. Whatever means not communication. Communication, to establish communication also needs a guidance. Okay, how to, technique, the method. That has been taught. And that channel is open. Whether you use it or not, it's up to you. Like you have the instrument, say the radio to connect some FM station. Whether you switch it on and actually listen to the program or not, that's a different issue. But you do have the instrument. But what in this Parangapettai, whatever Babaji's message came, that is saying that may not only listening to song may not be everything. There may be many other things you need to experience. So those you will be given guidance. Singing a song, listening to a song is not end of it. In fact, it's beginning. You need to have all other higher level of stuff. When it will stop when you will be given guidance to help others. That is the time you understand that your thing has been done. You don't need any further guidance for you. Then means, okay, let me put it in this way. See, in my case, I'm still getting guidance from Babaji. Babaji is giving theme of the camp. Babaji is giving that how to conduct this. And in the bus also, Pondicherry, I told before Karmashalan ki, Babaji told me to go into ancestral thing, you bring it. I'm getting guidance. Babaji is guiding. So guidance is needed, even no matter wherever you are. So that's what Babaji is assuring, that for your guidance, you need not to go for anywhere else. That's what Babaji meant. Okay. All right. Okay.
Thank you,
Bless
Guruji.
you.
Om Mangal.
Om Mangal. All right. So I think Nirupam, you raised in between some hand. So is there anything you have to ask?
I think we have to keep it for next time because it is related to the Babaji's message actually. So
No problem. Go ahead, because I don't think we have a time for meditation. We will. Yeah. Go ahead.
So this is that thing that Ronita's question actually. Babaji told that all your lives plan in the original life plan, there are so many more lives was there actually. That has been removed now. You need not take. Then you need not go through the next few lives, whatever lives. It is all removed now. So that was the context. That is the Ronita. I could not explain it properly. It was clearly mentioned that way. So
Right.
Yeah, that is the message. Yeah, and I want to add.
Yeah. No. That's all Babaji's grace. So Babaji just confirm it is a rebirth, and you need not to take any further birth into all these things. So it is all taken care of, and that is the final. And this life will be the final one. Yes.
Yeah. That was the message.
Okay. Great. Okay, Shushmita, you have another question? God bless you.
No other question. It's just.
Okay. All right. Okay. Nego? Nego, you have any question?
Yeah. Rajdeep, you just answered while answering the first part of Ronita's question. You said that the soul's plan and the karma thing, this prarabdha karma action and all these things, they run in parallel. You said it, right? Okay. Now my question is, I was under the impression, what I understood is that the soul's plan itself incorporates its past life karmas, some of the past life karmas, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah. So
how do things
means you're saying it is contradictory. That's what it is contradictory. Yeah. Okay. Let me explain that. Soul's plan does involve the neutralization of karmas. Okay, because it wants to neutralize the karmas. But that may not be everything. Soul can have its own plan to experience something. That is own plan. It is nothing related to karma. Soul has a plan to experience something in this lifetime. It is completely soul's plan. It's not related to karma. I am talking, those are the first channel. It is not related to karma, but soul wants to experience the life. Suppose in this life, I am out of two brothers, I am elder brother. So maybe soul has a plan to experience as an elder brother. But it is nothing to do with my karma. Karma will be some other thing. But in this life, this will come, soul's plan, that need to be played. So that will not be disturbed. Okay, so that I'm saying, if it is a purely soul's plan, that will play anyway. But if something is related to karma, that will come under the Karmashalan and, the dissolving the karma and deleting the karma and neutralizing the karma and things like that. So these are the two different things. It is correct that soul also brings the karma into it, but if the karma element stuff will be dealt with. But soul can still have, or normally soul have its own plan to experience something in this life. Okay. That will go in parallel. That may not be related to any karma. Suppose soul wants to experience you like a mountaineer. Okay, you want to experience mountain climbing. Yeah. So far it didn't happen in this. It's nothing to do with the karma. You just want to experience the mountain, climbing a mountain. That will go on. That will not be taken out. Till you do that, till you become a mountaineer, till you climb some few mountains and the peaks, so that the soul's, that experience, that whatever reason it is, that will be served, that will not be disturbed. But you are suffering some karma, that will be taken care of. Even the soul has planned certain things. Before starting this karma, you have to face the consequences. So by influence of that, if some master come into the life and the guided by Babaji, then those are fast forward, the karmic part. Even removed, taken up. But original plan, become a mountaineer, will still be there. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. God bless you. God bless. All right. I think we don't have much time left. So what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of Anapansati Dhyan. So first we'll do Guru Vandana, then we'll directly go into Anapansati Dhyan in Chin Mudra, only the first step. And then after that, when the time comes,